Hello and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You'll help us grow massively, and drop this video a like. Your support has been absolutely huge recently. We are doing a fan cam as well at the West Ham game, so we'll be outside the McGregor statue. The last one got 6,500 views, so your support is, like I say, it's huge. We absolutely smashed that one, so thanks everybody who watched it as well, and continuing your support of this channel. It's absolutely huge. So like I say, this is the West Ham preview. It's going to be a very, very difficult game in many different aspects, to be fair. West Ham are a real good side. They're sitting fourth in the Premier League. They're in Europe. They've just got through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. So, they're having a fantastic season and continuing that momentum of what they had last season as well. I think midfield, they are probably the strongest two in the Premier League. I think their midfield is very, very good. I think Declan Rice is a fantastic footballer. Souček, quality player as well. So that area for me is going to be crucial. But I think the main thing for Aston Villa, I've got three sort of questions that Dino's got to make big decisions on. Formation, who plays in midfield, and who plays up front. They're the three for me going into this game where we've got to get it right, and we've got to get our season back on track. We had a lot of promise. There was fans that were saying we were going to get into Europe. Maybe that was a step too far, but we've got to get back on track, climb that table, get some momentum, get some consistency, and be the side which we all know we can be. I think if the players had the belief and the optimism and the ambition of what the players are showing at the minute, then we should be doing a lot better. And that's the thing for me. This side should be performing a lot better, and hopefully that's going to start on Sunday. So the one for me is formation. It's got to be 4-3-3. We've got to go back to 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. It's got to go back to that. 3-5-2, it's got to go straight in the bin for me. That's the first call which has got to be made. Secondly, I think who starts in midfield is another question mark. I'm going to put on the screen the team that I would go with, and let me know whether you agree. Ryan's done a post, and there's a lot of different variations on what we're going to go with, but I think Dino is going to go with Luiz, McGinn and Ramsey. I think it's going to be too soon for Sanson. And then I do think we're going to go Watkins out wide, Ings up top and Bailey on the right. Why I feel like we're going to go for that is I think it's an easier decision for Dino to make. He hasn't got to drop a striker. We saw that the team that finished the game against Arsenal, Watkins did go out wide. And I think that decision just makes Dino's life a little bit easier. Ideally, I think we'd probably want Watkins up top, Buendia out wide and Bailey out wide. I think that's why we brought Buendia in. That's his preferred position out wide, and we've not really seen him there this season. But I think there's a few too many questions at the minute. Does he drop Ings? So we'll see from your teams as well what you drop in. There's obviously loads of different variations, but I think we've got to get that midfield three right to start with. It's going to be a very difficult game. Maybe you could put Nakamba in and put Luiz as an 8 and McGinn further forward as well. That's another option, but to win that battle on Sunday is going to be absolutely crucial, and I think it's gonna be in that area that we can either win this game or get a foothold in this game and try and play the football we want to play. Leon Bailey has to start. He has to start this game for us to do anything, to be fair. So yeah, I think it's going to be a real difficult game. I asked some of the viewers and listeners to put in their formations on who they think that we should start this game. So Luis has put Martinez, Target, Konsa, Mings, Cash, McGinn, Luiz, Buendia, Bailey, Ings and Watkins. Alex has put Martinez, Cash, Konsa, Mings, Target, McGinn, Luiz, Sanson, Buendia, Ings and Bailey. Luke has put Martinez, Cash, Konsa, House and Young, Luiz, Ramsey, Buendia, McGinn, Bailey and Ings. I just don't see him changing the defence too much on that one, to be fair. Alan has put this is what he would like to see: Emmy, Cash, House, Conte, Young, Nakamba, Louise McGinn, Traore, Ings and Bailey. He thinks what Dean Smith's likely to do is Emmy, Cash, Mings, Conte, Target, Louise McGinn, Ramsey, Buendia, Watkins and Bailey. And we'll do a few more. Thomas has put Martinez, Conte, Mings, Young, Ramsey, Louise McGinn, Buendia, Ings and Bailey. David's put Martinez, Cash, Conte, Mings, Young, Ramsey, Louise, McGinn, Traore, Ings and Bailey. So as you can see, like there's so many like permutations on what we can go down. But I think as an out and out goal scorer, I think Danny Ings, for me at this moment in time, has to be starting the game. He's the one where I'd like the chances to fall to, and I have more confidence in him finishing them. I think it's a little bit easier for Dino to put Watkins out wide than drop Watkins. Like I said in the last video that we did, Watkins is Dino's man, and I don't see him dropping him, to be fair. So the easy option is to put him out wide, and I think that's what he's going to do. Midfield, I think Ramsey for his goal, and he has looked decent this season, probably deserves a place in midfield. And then I think you can't drop McGinn and Luis, so that's how I see it going. And yeah, I just think you're hearing about Sanson being a bit miffed about coming in. Again, I'd like to see him start, but I just can't see Dino picking him. I just really can't. I can't see Dino dropping Mings. I think he's just going to go back to the back four that we had last season. And that's it. But I think for Villa to start with, I want to see us being aggressive. I want to see us being on the front foot. I want to see us pressing, and I want to see us playing with a bit of belief and a not swagger, but a little bit of like confidence that, you know, our season hasn't finished 9 games in. We should be confident. We've got a real good squad, and I think we should start seeing a confident Villa. We need to put the performance against Arsenal well and truly in the back of our minds now. It's going to be a sellout at Villa Park, and for me, no more excuses. There's no more excuses. We've got a fully fit squad, and I want to see us going at West Ham. Yes, they are a very, very good side, but it's not prime Barcelona that are turning up at Villa Park. So I want to see us with that belief, basically, and that's a given. That's just what I want to see us do. So yeah, I do feel like we will get something from the game as well. I don't want to be too negative. So Ryan has done a pretty good thread on Twitter. He put, to gauge a general vibe, if Smith reverts to 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, what happens to Ings and Watkins partnership? So we had 197 people voted on this. So 32% think it's going to be Watkins out wide and Danny Ings up top. So that's what I've called, to be fair. 8% are saying Watkins up top and Ings in the number 10. 29% are saying Watkins is going to be benched. Now, I would be very, very shocked if Watkins is on the bench. I would be very, very shocked. And then 31% are saying Ings as a sub. So yeah, so that would basically, for me, if Ings is going to be a sub, it's going to be Watkins up top, Bailey and Buendia out wide. So that's 31% have said that. So it's pretty tight. So Villa fans across the board are pretty split on everything at the minute. There's so many options which can go down. Like, if you read the comments to this video, it's going to be, everybody's team's going to be totally different, and that's the beauty of it. Everybody's opinions is different, and like I said in the last video, respect everybody's opinion, because nobody's right or wrong, unless you start putting like a proper random team in, like Chukwuemeka, Bidanes, Young, House. You know, I can't see that team lining up, or Archer up front. I can't see that, but you know, everybody's opinions are valid, to be fair. So I did a little bit of a little vote on Twitter. We had 397 votes came in for Villa v West Ham, win, lose or draw. So 25% think we're going to win, 25% think we're going to draw, 50% think we're going to lose. So the fan base at the minute it's not a happy place, but one good result, we sit in 13th. We'll be on 13 points after 10 games. Go into Southampton, and attack. So yeah, all's not lost, but we just need to keep the faith. Hope Villa turn up. Hope Villa put in a good performance. The word here is hope. And yeah, massive shout out as well to the under-23s in the Papa John Trophy. Absolutely smashed it. Topped the group. Cameron Archer bagging goals again. What a finisher that lad is. I mean, his eye for a goal, his eye for a finish is top quality, and he's done really well. So I'm buzzing that he's in the matchday squad as well. Something that I am a little bit annoyed about as well is that the Premier League apparently going to be reverting to 5 subs, which I think for anybody apart from Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, it's not great, is it? You know, if Man City are able to bring on 5 subs in a game, 5 world-class players, it's just not great, is it? I mean, if they're struggling in games and they can bring on certain players, you're at such a disadvantage. You know, if you're Burnley, you know, 5 players to come on, it's just so unfair, really. So that's one rule change which is just really annoying and doesn't suit majority of the teams in the league. It favours the big teams. It allows them to bring on game changers when they're probably not doing so good. You know, I mean, if they're blitzing teams, they very rarely bring on 3 players, do they? I think there was that stat last season that Liverpool rarely make 3 substitutions when Klopp was moaning about a fixture pile up, and you know, now he's got 5 to make. So, you know, those subs are only going to be good for them when they're losing games or drawing games and they're bringing on them game changers. So, you know, not great, is it, that one? But you know, it's got to deal with it, haven't you? So yes, let's all try and be positive going into this weekend. Like I say, join us for the fan cams. I just thought I'd give my little view on this game. Score prediction for the game, I'm going to be positive, and I am going to go for a 2-1 Villa win. Don't ask me how we're going to do it, but I can't predict this to lose. I think we've got some good changes to come as well. I think then West Ham aren't really going to know what to expect from Villa this weekend as well, which might actually help us. Personnel, I see, they don't know who's going to line up, they don't know what system we're going to be playing, so that may help us. So keep the faith, let's be loud at Villa Park on Sunday, and let's get a result. Up the Villa.